Center from TSN.
Hey, Justin, congratulations, man. How did you manage to stay so patient over that 5 rounds? And how big of a plan was, I guess, part of the strategy was that?
That was a huge part of the plan. I'm fighting the best guys in the world, the highest level. Can't make mistakes. That was number one. Pick your battles. So pick my shots. That's my goal now. I didn't know I could go, fight like that, to be honest with you, until I started. Before that I was undefeated and I just never thought about it. But I made the same mistakes in the Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez fight. I became complacent, started having too much fun, and didn't worry about getting hit. And then they hit me in the right spot at the right time. So I had to make an adjustment, and I can't let that happen anymore.
You hit like a truck, and that's very apparent. How surprised were you that Tony was able to absorb so much damage?
It's surprising, man. He's like me, though, man. We make a choice. Life's a choice. Fighting's a choice. And giving up's a choice. There's no give in either one of us. And I respect that about him.
How much do you embrace the idea of fighting a wrestling-based fighter like Khabib, a guy that is going to use wrestling as his primary weapon? When you've been matched up, it seems like it's always against really high-level strikers.
I'm looking forward to the challenge. That's why I'm here. Sounds tiring. Sounds fun, though. Sounds glorious.
Right, man. Well, congratulations on the win. I know it was a short notice thing for the most part, and you did an amazing job tonight. So congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next up, we have Caroline Pierce from BT Sport.
Justin, congratulations. Interim champion in the lightweight division. How does that sound to you?
It sounds pretty good. Anytime you do something that you put your whole life into, it's nice to be recognized for it. And that's what's happening right now. So it feels good.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if you've been on Twitter yet and you've seen the tweets that have gone out, but everybody just saying their favorite fight, what an incredible performance it was. And I'd echo those same words. But just a quick word on the fact you actually threw the belt to the floor just before your interview saying, I want the real belt. Do you feel some kind of disregard for the interim belt?
That's the competitor in me. I am proud to hold this belt. It feels good. Not many people in the world, much less fighters in the UFC, get to achieve this. So it feels fantastic, and I should enjoy it. But that was the competitor in me. You can never be satisfied. When I get the belt, I want the next one.
Absolutely, always looking ahead to the next thing. And let's talk about the performance. I mean, your thumping power just didn't seem to be able to put Ferguson down. I mean, were you at any point thinking, you know how tough he is, but were you at any point thinking to yourself, geez, is there anything I can do that can actually get him down onto the canvas?
No, because if I did, that would be the complacency that I'm talking about that cost me 2 fights. There was never a spot where I even, when I slid his eye open under his right eye, I was like, oh, damn, that's ugly. That was the only thought I had. Other than that, I couldn't make a mistake, man. He hurt me at the end of the second. And I'm trying to have a quality of life for as long as I can, so I can't be taking headshots.
And I know how important it is to you what your coach Trevor Whitmore says to you, and it was interesting that he said, I think it was either before the third or after the third, he said, take 10% off the shots, you're trying to kill him. What was your reaction to that?
He's an analysis for corners for a reason, man. This guy's been here forever. He's coached many champions. I was his 18th. I guess now I'm the 19th or still 18th. But
18th because of the interim.
Yeah. But, he's a genius. I'll say it 1,000 times. He's an artist and I'm a canvas. So I'm very coachable.
And the next stop, of course, will be to unify the belts to fight Khabib Nurmagomedov. He tweeted out immediately. The first tweet he wrote was no comment. And then he gave you a compliment, very much saying, very impressive, congratulations, and a smart fight. What would be your message to Khabib right now?
I can't wait to face the challenge. We've met he was at a lot of my fights when I was at World Series of Fighting because his brother was fighting there. we're competitors. This is why we're here. You know, he owes it to me to try to kill me, and I'm going to do the same.
And it sounds like you feel very proud that it's representing America against Russia. What does that mean to you to be fighting for America when the opportunity comes around?
It's unbelievable. You know, as an athlete, you can only dream of something like that. You know, I didn't go to the Olympics. I wrestled for the University of Northern Colorado for the Stafford High School Bulldogs. But to represent the greatest nation on earth, I hope the people can get behind me because there's not many times that they have got behind one fighter. You know, we're a melting pot, and I'm so proud of that. I'm half Mexican, but I'm Mexican American, and yeah, it makes me proud.
We've entertained a lot of people at home tonight that have been craving live sport. What's your message to your fans and everybody watching? I mean, you know, so many eyes on you tonight.
Enjoy the ride. You know, I don't know, man. Not a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people believed in me, but man, it's great to prove people right, mostly, but proving people wrong feels pretty damn good. So that's nice.
I'll let you go and enjoy the carbs. I know you've not had any carbohydrates at all in the lead up to this, so go eat some food. You deserve it.
It was good. Had a soda. Thank you.
Next, we have Kevin Ioli with Yahoo Sports.
Hey, Justin, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I wonder if you and your peers maybe had a sense of what you were doing for the country and for the world tonight. There have been no live sports for a long time, and it seemed like, you know, everybody went out there and fought with a little bit extra purpose, and it was a fantastic card capped by obviously a great fight and a great performance by you. Did you have a sense that you guys were fighting for a cause bigger than yourselves tonight?
I was fighting for a world title. I've been working towards this since I was 4 years old. You know, outside that, you know, obviously it makes me, I know where we're at right now. I know where people's minds are. I know how anxiety, depression, those are very, very strong things that can overtake anybody and everybody. But, I just want to inspire, and I think I inspired some people to live, to do better tomorrow than they did today. And that's all I do every day. That's all I try to do. I'm not perfect. Certainly don't succeed every day. But the more days I can make better than yesterday, the more prepared I will be for life and for opportunities when they arise, such as this.
And one other thing, obviously we had been locked down for most of March, right? You didn't get this fight until the beginning of April. So in that period of time before you got the fight against Tony, were you getting a little stir crazy yourself? Like, you know, not being able to go out of your house and do things. Was it bothering you in any way?
I live alone with my dog. I don't go out. My friends come over. I have a pool table. We play pool. We kept doing that. So my life didn't change very much. I think the isolation is probably why I have a couple screws loose, but it's why I'm, you know, such a killer in there. I isolate myself and live day by day, and it's a very simple life. I sleep really good, 9.5 hours, 9 to 9.5 hours every night. Easy life. I like to live. I want to keep it as simple as possible.
Awesome. Congrats. Great fight, man, and happy for you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Carlos Contreras from Milenio Diario.
Justin, at what point were you surprised how easy you were connecting the left hook and how much he was resisting?
I never got surprised. Again, man, best in the world. You saw he dropped me. After that, I was like, don't mess up. Don't mess up again, you know. My coach was right. I was trying to kill him. You know, I was very patient, but I still have some work to do, you know. I didn't need to be that aggressive at times. That's why I got hit. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, well, that was my next question. After that round, your coach just told you that to be more patient, and you kept that until the 5th round when you had chance to finish earlier, and you were like trying just to win the round. You felt you had this fight won by the 5th round, you know, right?
I had no idea if I was winning or losing because it's not, you know, I can't control that. That's on the judges. I only worry about what I can control. So that's, you know, obviously in there it's split second by split second. And that's, you know, there was nothing outside that I was worried about. I didn't know if I was winning. I didn't know if I was losing. I didn't ask my coach in the corner. You know, I definitely knew that I saw his face. I didn't know how my face looked. I thought I was probably cut up a couple times, but just my lip and my finger.
Is this your best cardio that you felt coming into a 5th round?
This is only I've never fought this long. That's the first time I've ever gone to the 5th round. I've had probably 15 5-round fights, and I've never ever gone. You know, the 2 longest I went were the 2 fights that I lost. So it does feel great. You know, it's I will have confidence in my cardio next fight, and that's very important.
So half of the interim title goes for Mexico, right?
I'm Mexican American, bro. Proud. I'm white on the outside and brown on the inside. You saw me fight. There's Mexican blood that pushes me, baby.
That was crazy. Thanks a lot, Justin.
Thank you.
And then we're going to wrap up with Mark Raymundi with ESPN.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Awesome. I was just wondering, congratulations. It was an amazing fight. Tony is a very hard guy to get out there. What would you say differentiated Tony from your past opponents? What was different about him?
I think most people would have went to sleep after not even if they didn't go to sleep, they would have quit. You know, I never saw quit in his eyes. As a fighter, you understand, you know, emotions are very, very, very different in there. And your face can't lie, but his face never told me that he was done. You know, I commend him for how tough he is. That's why I'm such a huge fan of him. Feels good. I don't know.
Did you know going into the later rounds that you had a pretty solid lead on the cards? Did it feel that way?
I never thought about it. He punched me hard because when it was the 5th round, I was very surprised. I thought it was going into the 4th. I was actually surprised at how good I felt. I didn't think I could fight that long, to be honest with you. It feels good.
And then I know that you just won, and again, congratulations. But of course, everyone wants to know about, you and Khabib. It's going to be, obviously the 2 best lightweights on the planet. Khabib said the other day on Twitter that he could be back in July. I mean, do you have any idea when you would want to fight again?
I'll fight in July. Fuck that. I think August, September, something like that.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Justin. Congrats again. Have a good night.
I'm going to eat.